you perfect when you want me now. I don't wanna leave you now. Yeah. Morning, we saw the night turn into morning. Guess I gotta go right now. 10 more minutes turn into an hour. Yeah. Wish I could stop the ends of time and lay right here for life. Tell the truth, they can love you like I do, and we both know that. So wait until I'm back. Yeah. Overtime, I've been working overtime, and when I'm done with that, yeah, I'ma be right back, yeah. Moment, I don't wanna waste this moment. Lose myself when I'm inside of you. I might wife you, I might make the move. Oh, while we're laying here, tied up in the sheets, look me in my eyes, say it's everything you need. Girl, it's true. We can rendezvous on the beach in Malibu. Wish I could stop the ends of time and lay right here for life. Tell the truth, they can love you like I do, and we both know that. So wait until I'm back. Yeah. Overtime, I've been working overtime, and when I'm done with that, yeah, I'ma be right back, yeah. Tell the truth, like it like I do. We both know that. So I'ma be right back. Yeah. Laying next to you, I got a flight in the morning. Got me questioning what I think is important. I can't even lie, think of you when I'm with her. Look me in my eye, tell me that you feel different. Drove 2 hours just to stay the night with you. Haven't seen you in a year, but I still get you. Hurts to see you laugh, cause I know I missed that. How could I forget that? You made me feel alive. Forget the mother, I would put them to the side. Girls in LA couldn't be more dry. You're so money, baby, you ain't even have to try. Now I'm running with you round these lessons. See those in your dorm, we're dancing. It's a 3:15, saying everything we mean. Girl, it's hard to see me go so fast, yeah, I get that. Times that we have so wild, can't forget that. Now I'm on a flight in my fears, thinking about you. Hope you know you fall anyone who doubts you. Life out in Cali has been great, I'm committed. You the only thing that makes me wish things were different. I might fly you out, get you on a one-way if I had it my way. Girl, you be by my side. Forget the mother, I would put them to the side. Girls in LA couldn't be more dry. You're so money, baby, you ain't even have to try. Now I'm running with you round these lessons. See those in your dorm, we're dancing. It's a 3:15, saying everything we mean. Maybe I'm stuck in the past, girl, not willing to let it all go. You can't ignore the fact, baby, you made me feel alive. The mother, I would put them to the side. So real, baby, look me in my eyes. There's so money, baby, you ain't even have to try. Now I'm running with you round these lessons. See those in your dorm, we're dancing. It's a 3:15, saying every 2, 3, 4. Hands in your body, I'm grabbing your ass, enjoying the moment cause life moved too fast. I'm looking forward, ignoring the past. These are the times that we'll laugh looking back. I'm getting lucky like coins in a well. Goodbye to my haters, I'm wishing you well. This is my year, man, if you couldn't tell. This is our life and we living it well. Late nights in the city causing hell. Burn this bitch into the ground, oh well. For all we got tonight, let's do this right. Let's do this right. Let's go to paradise. This shit be like Friday nights. This shit made me feel alive. I feel like we in paradise. Paradise. Don't know if it's a drink I pour, but I swear I've never loved you more. Make you right here, I come alive. One more hit and we can fly. This shit feel like paradise. I'm feeling it, my head's where the ceiling is. This energy turns nice into memory. Count up the bands he been working all summer. Ex didn't know what he had, what a bummer. Insecure people turn to insecure lovers. But my drink is almost out and I'm about to pour another. Just let it out. The night has just begun, we on a level now. If I get too fucked up, promise you'll hold me down. Yeah, this that shit you can't deny. This that shit you feel inside. It's our life, our time, we living well. Late nights in the city causing hell. Burn this bitch into the ground, oh well.
Audio check, check 1, check 2, check 3.
For all we got tonight, let's do this right. Let's do this right. Let's go to paradise. This shit be like Friday nights. This shit made me feel alive. I feel like we in paradise. 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 Don't know if it's a drink I pour, but I swear I've never loved you more. Make you right here, I come alive. One more hit and we can fly. This shit feel like too young to see tomorrow, too young to know it hurts. Found love in empty bottles, I guess we'll never learn. So just lay with me late till the morning. Cause I'm high and you high and together we soaring. And if I go too hard, pray the Lord my soul to take. I've been up all night, till tomorrow wake away. I think we went too far, the ones they couldn't say. Inside of you I found faith. I apologize if I say anything I do mean. Cause I've been drinking too much, faded off the gasoline. I'm just trying to live life, put on for my family. That's on everything. God, we could do anything. Cause baby, we are too young to see tomorrow, too young to know it hurts. Found love in empty bottles, I guess we'll never learn. So just lay with me late till the morning. Cause I'm high and you high and together we soaring. And if I go too hard, pray the Lord my soul to take. You're here, I'm here, tell me this isn't fake. You should know you could go anywhere you wanna be. Take my hand to your fantasy, yeah. I'm still on your Netflix. Girl, I know you love me, even though your parents, they don't trust me. They probably alright though. I know I'm an no reply to all your texts. Girl, I do you mad cold, like you're just dying to try, but you can't find the keys now. Looking for God, put you down on your knees. I'm all that you want, but not what you need, girl. Why? Tell me, why do you still love me? Why do you love me? You shouldn't love me. Yeah, you still love me. All your friends tell you they hate me. Got up shady. Couple weeks ago they were inside my sheets naked. Club so you can Snapchat, out to snap that. I know that you do that shit, just hoping for a snapback. Like you're just dying to try, but you can't find the keys now. Looking for God, but you're down on your knees. I'm all that you want, but not what you need, girl. Tell me, why do you still love me? Why do you love me? You know you shouldn't love me. Yeah, you still love me. But why do you need me when you know you don't need me? It's tearing you apart. I leave you broken and shaking, and you still call me baby. Tell me, why do you still love? Why you love me? Why do you love me? You know you shouldn't love me. Yeah, you still love me. You still love me. Laying next to you, I got a flight in the morning. Got me questioning what I think is important. I can't even lie, think of you when I'm with her. Look me in my eye, tell me that you feel different. Drove 2 hours just to stay the night with you. Haven't seen you in a year, but I still get you. Hurts to see you leave, I'm stuck in the past, girl. Not willing to let it all go. You can't ignore the fact, baby. You made me feel alive. The mother, I will put them to the side. So real, baby, look me in my eyes. There's so money, baby, you ain't even have to try. Now I'm running with you round these lessons. Tito's in your dorm, we're dancing. It's a quarter after 3, saying everything we mean. For a moment I was feeling like I had you. Didn't wanna leave, I had to. It's a quarter after 3, saying everything we mean.
Happy Sunday, everyone. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend. Mel and I have been recovering from our trip to Seattle. As many of you know, we were in Seattle last week for just a workcation. We wanted to just lock ourselves in a hotel room and just catch up on busy work and just get away from the craziness of life here in Las Vegas, being at home. So yeah, we had to push Shadow Academy to today. So I appreciate all of you for being flexible. I will put the URL for today's class up. For those of you who are first timers here, this is the Shadow Academy pre-show. So the plan is that this is open up to the public. You can attend. We'll go through a quick lesson on what will be taught in Shadow Academy today at 5 o'clock Pacific. If you want to, sorry, 4 o'clock Pacific. If you want to attend Shadow Academy, just go to my YouTube channel, Alyssa Knight, and click the join button, and you will be able to sign up for Shadow Academy. It's $4.99 a month, and you basically hack right alongside with me, thus the name Shadow Academy. I'll just do some quick shout outs. George, thanks for joining us. Funky, great to see you. Hey, Mel, Funky says hi. I think she's cleaning the house right now. She's running around cleaning before night squared. Isaac, welcome to the party. Glad to have you. First timer. S3, Amtech, Max, always good to see you. Override, good to see you. El Libre, good to see you as well. Stanley, thanks everyone for joining and making me part of your Sunday. So, just some quick updates on a few things. Yes, there will be a Night Squared today. Night Squared with Mel and I will be a live stream following Shadow Academy. So, this pre show will end at 4 o'clock, in which time we will move over to the YouTube URL on your screen. You can also hit the show link from I think it's the community tab on my YouTube channel where the latest posting for Shadow Academy is, and that will be a link to the live stream as well. Just a few things. We are making a major announcement today at Night Squared. So for those of you on the opposite side of the Atlantic, I know it's super late over there, but if you do join us, if you can join us, I'm going to be announcing some pretty big news in Night Squared today. So that should be fun. And yeah, so today we're going to be talking about crAPI. And so I want to just kind of catch everyone up who've missed the previous Night Squared episodes. I'm sorry, missed the previous Shadow Academy episodes and don't really know what's been going on. So initially, I walked you through installing mobile security framework. There is a new platform that someone told me about. It's a live distro specifically designed for people that hack mobile apps, and it's called MobXler, and you can actually go download that for free. And instead of struggling to get all of these tools set up on your own, MobXler is basically, I don't know, what would you call it? Kali Linux for people that focus on mobile app pen testing. So it's got mobile security framework in it. It's got Frida. It's got all the tools built into the platform that you would want to use for attacking mobile apps and or APIs. So all of the tools are actually in there. All of you who do know me know what I'm about to say. You learn a lot more installing the tools yourself and getting it running yourself. So while these platforms for hacker distros, if you will, they're great, but you do learn a lot more if you can get through the installation and troubleshoot through any problems. That is the best path. Over the last 22 years, I have spent troubleshooting errors and googling error messages and reading some Stack Overflow articles on how to fix it, whatever it may be. I've learned the most troubleshooting through problems than reading books or reading a paper on a particular topic or a blog. A lot of times googling error messages will actually bring me to blogs, but it's not always a Stack Overflow article. So yeah, Chauncey, good to see you. Welcome, Katie Singh. Good to see you. Looks like we've got quite a few folks today. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a great show today. So we'll go ahead and I'll finish up the wrap up on the previous episodes to catch up to where we are. So after mobile security framework was installed and run, we went ahead and I can't remember which Android app it was. I don't know, Funky, you can probably refresh my memory, but I think it was a banking app or a cryptocurrency app. Anyway, so that allowed us to reverse engineer the app, and then you go to the command line and use things like grep or awk, whatever you want to use, and or mobsf itself to find hard-coded API secrets, API keys and tokens, that sort of thing. I have found usernames and passwords hard-coded in mobile apps. It is the thing. So it's a great place to start if you're going after mobile APIs. Now, what is Shadow Academy? Shadow Academy is a weekly live stream where you shadow me along with me while I'm hacking APIs, reversing mobile apps, whatever, and installing the tools, and then learning my tactics and techniques and using them to hack APIs. So this show is purely focused on hacking APIs. So once we were done with mobile security framework, we moved on to setting up and installing Frida. We also set up and installed, and I walked you through a few things within Burp Suite. We did also take a look at Minim Proxy. So we've been quite busy over the last few episodes of Shadow Academy. For those of you regulars like Funky and everyone else here, Max, in attending Shadow Academy. So hopefully all of you have been learning some new things. That's what I care most about. That's my why, is teaching. And so hopefully all of you have been learning and been having a good time along with it. Now, the interesting thing about Shadow Academy is it is live. So these are not me getting a tool working and working through all the errors and issues that you might run into because a new version of Ubuntu or problems with tools compiling and running on the new Apple Silicon like M1 or M2 chips. We get through those issues together. And yes, I'm sure many of you, including Funky Monkey, Funky, can attest to some of the problems we've run into and troubleshooted together through. So it's been a lot of fun, and hopefully you've all been learning something. So why? So okay, Frida, and so in the last episode, we did finally troubleshoot through the previous episode to that of trying to get Frida installed. It did finally get up and running. Got Android emulator, everything running, everything was fine. The only next step is to just upload an app to the Android emulator, and that was a Pixel that we have running in there, Google Pixel phone, running an Android emulator to then bypass certificate pinning. That'll take nothing more than about 5 minutes, so I can't make an entire show out of that. So if you missed last week's episode, go back, watch it. We walk through a completely fresh base install of Ubuntu, and walked through step by step how to install and run, the Android Studio, Android emulator, and get all that up and running with Frida. And then once that was running, we then will move on to uploading an app and running it. So again, I can't fill up an entire show with just that. So I wanted to move on to crAPI in this episode. Now, why are we doing anything with crAPI? You're probably wondering what the hell crAPI is for those of you who have never heard of it. It is a purposely vulnerable API. Now, I'm in the middle of a project at the moment for a client that involves crAPI, which is why we're doing it today. I figure, why do this in a vacuum and deliver this paper to the client when I could do it with all of you, and all of you can learn right along with me? So I figure I can just get through this on my own and do it, or I can help educate other people on what crAPI is, how to attack it. What you guys and girls will find out there in crAPI is there is really no information out there on how to do the lessons. So like Juice Shop, and we'll talk about that in a minute, like Vappy, any purposely vulnerable distro app or whatever, there's challenges, right? Juice Shop actually had a point system where you could accrue points, and as for every challenge that you solved. crAPI is very similar. There's all these vulnerabilities that you need to find and exploit, and there's really no challenge solutions out there if you Google it. Whereas like Juice Shop, there's a lot of published documentation out there on it. Now, granted, Juice Shop is older than crAPI. crAPI is a relatively new project. It is sponsored by Traceable, or I don't know, it's hosted on OWASP. I don't really know what the relationship is there, but the creator of crAPI now works for Traceable. And so, Traceable is pumping a lot of resources and time and effort into the project. So they're very involved in crAPI and continuing to maintain it. So my point being is it is a relatively newer project than Juice Shop. So there really isn't much published documentation out there on it. So I thought it would really help all of you if we walked through one of the first vulnerabilities, which is NoSQL injection. And it also gave me an opportunity to also, hey everyone, hey Isaac, good to see you. Admin. Um, admin, just go to YouTube, search for my name, Alyssa Knight, and then you will go to you'll find my YouTube channel. It's pretty obvious which one is mine. And then just hit the join button on my YouTube channel, and then you can sign up as a member. Also, okay, cool. Yeah, we have quite a few people today. Thank you everyone for joining. I know there's a lot of things you could be doing on a Sunday. But you know, so because of the lack of content out there on crAPI, I thought it would be great if I just sort of walked through a few of the challenges and solving them for all of you. All right, let's get into it. All right, so we talked about, let me get rid of these captions real fast. Okay, so today's episode is on NoSQL injection. I want to quickly cover some of the purposely vulnerable APIs that are out there. First, crAPI, which stands for completely ridiculous API. I love these puns that they come up with in acronyms. It's great. Puns for API. It simulates an API-driven microservice-based web app that is a platform for vehicle owners. It's designed specifically for OWASP API security top 10. Now, I want to make that clear because unlike Juice Shop, it is strictly focused there. Juice Shop is, don't get me wrong, because I actually used it and am using it in the project that I'm talking about today. But it doesn't cover all of the OWASP API security top 10. Juice Shop wasn't designed to be a purposely vulnerable API. While attacks against it will work, it doesn't cover, for example, all of the OWASP API security top 10. It was designed to be a purposely vulnerable web app for testing out OWASP top 10. Not OWASP API security top 10, but OWASP top 10. So there's things in there that are, you know, unrelated to, for example, if you're doing a white paper or you're doing an exercise or wanting to test out, you know, how to hack an API, it isn't complete coverage because it's not a purposely vulnerable API. So that's a huge distinction. Juice Shop was written in Node.js, Express, and Angular. Juice Shop encompasses vulnerabilities from the entire WASP top 10, along with other security flaws found in real-world applications. That is the OWASP link. You can also find crAPI on the OWASP site as well. There's information on that. Now, VAPI, for those of you who aren't aware of what that is, Tushar actually presented at the API Secure conference that we held this year. For those of you who are not familiar with the API Secure conference, go to apisecure.co and you can access all of the recorded sessions. Tushar did a great presentation on VAPI. He's the creator of the project, and it's a purposely vulnerable API. Now, what's different is it's more on lines of Postman collections. And so I'll do a completely different episode on VAPI, but it like crAPI, it's a purposely vulnerable API. You can go download it today, go grab it from GitHub. So those are the three primary purposely vulnerable platforms or apps that you can download to test out your API hacking skills nits. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about today is NoSQL injection. NoSQL injection is used against web applications powered by NoSQL databases. For example, MongoDB. MongoDB is a NoSQL database that crAPI actually relies on for storing all of its coupons. And we'll talk about that in a minute, but just know that it's the backend for crAPI. NoSQL, which stands for not only SQL, refers to database systems that use more flexible data formats and do not support structured query language. They typically store and manage data as key value pairs, documents, or data graphs. So examples of SQL databases, you know, Microsoft SQL or MS SQL, you know, MySQL, Postgres. Those are all examples of SQL databases. MongoDB is NoSQL, where SQL statements wouldn't work, right? Because it's not a SQL database. It's not a structured query language database. crAPI maintains its coupons in a backend database using Mongo. So when I had discovered that crAPI uses MongoDB as its backend, what was the first thing that all of you can think of that my mind immediately went to? If we have a purposely vulnerable app that's being powered by MongoDB, my first thought was it's probably full of injection vulnerabilities, right? Now, you're probably thinking, okay, well, when you're not dealing with a SQL database, how do you use SQL injection against something that's not SQL? Well, that's where NoSQL injection comes in, and it is actually one of the OWASP API top 10 vulnerabilities. I believe it's OWASP API security top 10 number 8 is injection, and it obviously talks about NoSQL as well. crAPI, so we're going to demonstrate that. Now, one of the things in my research that I looked into were this concept of not equal to, and this is $any, it's indicated by $any, or greater than $GT in performing my research. So if I share my screen here, let me share my screen. Oh, that looks bad. I went ahead and started researching NoSQL injection. And then I came in to this page on MongoDB that talks about $any and basically what that means. And it basically selects the documents where the value of the field is not equal to the specified value. This includes documents that do not contain the field. So if you do a $any bracket, or sorry, colon, and then null, ideally the app would, if it's vulnerable, return any row in the database or any information that is not null, right? So that's one of the things. The other thing was $GT. So if you go back to my Google query, let's see, I found this page off of MongoDB's website, which was just linked to this documentation on it. $GT selects those documents where the value field is greater than a specific value. So if the field is greater than, for example, 0 or greater than 1, then return those fields. And then obviously $EQ, which is the equality condition. It basically means equal. The EQ operator matches documents where the value of a field equals the specified value. Okay. So keep that in mind as we go forward. Screen sharing. So that is more documentation on these specific values. And then what I noticed was in the coupon code field for crAPI, let me kill that. So what I noticed in the coupon code field when I logged into crAPI was in fact this idea of, oh, sorry, I guess I see what's happening now. Let me kill that, sorry. I noticed that I could actually replace the coupon code field with these parameters, $any null. So, not equal to null. So basically return everything in the database that has a value is what that means. And then greater than or equal to 0 or 1. So that is what NoSQL injection is. Move on to the next slide. Hey, Red, it's good to see you. Warrior at the wall. Oh, welcome to the party. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome. Love all these newcomers. Mr. Pingaloka, good to see you. Good to see you. Great to have you here. Damn good to see all of you. Jose, how you doing? All right, so this is a screenshot, and all of you probably recognize this. This is Burp Suite. So this is my request. And as you can see, I basically pre-populated the field or modified the field in repeater. This is a screenshot of the repeater tab of my original request modified, and then the response from the API. So here I have $any in an attempt to just say, hey, anything not equal to null, meaning if there's a value, return it. And it actually gave me back all the coupon code, which I think that means $75. So I'll show in our actual class how I did that. But can't give all of you the stuff for free for those of you who don't want to become a member. But this is a great example of that NoSQL attack. So how do you prevent NoSQL attacks within an application? So obviously the biggest is just sanitizing user input, making sure that NoSQL specific keywords are not being inserted into the request. So what I did was I took the coupon code that I knew wouldn't work and then captured it in my proxy tab and then modified it with the NoSQL statement and tried $any EQGT because I knew the backend was Mongo. And then so this is just a quick explanation again of those working keywords that I attempted $any for not equal and $GT for greater than. So, making sure that when you are actually, if you're a developer for any of the developers in our audience, that when you're receiving input or a request to the API, that you're looking for things like that. Because, again, we're not dealing with SQL-based backend, so SQL injection. And this is, I'm going to try and avoid a spoiler alert here. So as you know, I'm working on a project at the moment, as I mentioned, which is why crAPI is being involved in that project right now, which is why I'm covering it in Shadow Academy today. The reason why is that I'm trying to demonstrate the fallacies. Sorry, I'm trying to be really careful how I word this. I'm trying to demonstrate how vulnerable APIs can be if the organization that is trying to secure them is attempting to use something like a web application firewall. Now, when you have a WAF, WAFs are traditionally designed, historically designed to secure web servers, right? Historically, you were dealing with things like SQL injection. Now, if you have a web application firewall in front of a web app and you're sending NoSQL injection statements, your traditional WAF is not going to see stuff like that. It's not going to alert on things like that because it's looking for traditional web app attacks, which is why I'm always saying stop securing your APIs with WAFs. They fail. They have failed, and the project that I'm involved in right now is to demonstrate the fallacy of them. The fact that you can't effectively protect your APIs with a WAF. Yeah, it will catch sort of that low hanging fruit that you would typically see against a web application. But with an API, you aren't doing something like running App Spider or Nessus against it in order to find the vulnerabilities. The types of attacks that you apply against an API are going to be very different than a traditional web app. So it's 3:55. That is it for this pre-party to Shadow Academy. Again, for those of you who are interested in joining us in Shadow Academy, head over to YouTube, do a search for my name, Alyssa Knight, and then hit that join button on my YouTube channel, or just go, I think it's alyssaknight.co/tube, TUBE, and it'll take you to my YouTube channel. And then there's a button called join. And for $4.99 a month, you can become a member of Shadow Academy, support me and my channel, and be a part of these live streams every week. So thank you so much, everyone. Again, what's coming up the rest of the evening is Shadow Academy from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And then from 5 o'clock, I think to 5:30 or 6, Mel and I will be in Night Squared doing our live stream. So 3 live streams tonight. So thank you very much for joining and supporting me always. It was good seeing all of you. I will see all of you next week who are not joining as a Shadow Academy member. And for those of you who are members, I will see you in Shadow Academy in approximately 3 minutes at the other URL. So I'm going to end this stream and see you there.